Hey guys, welcome back to KrissBeauty. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christina. Some of you call me Kriss, others Tina. Whatever you prefer, girl, that is fine with me. In today's video, we're going to be doing our very first episode of my holiday series. I have filmed this so many freaking times. I've done different looks, different setups, and now I'm finally ready to give it a go. We're gonna be doing a soft glam with a little bit of sparkle today. We're just gonna have a bunch of fun in this series. I specifically wanted to do this series so that way we can just take a break on the reviews, the first impressions, and just focus on glamming up and just creativity again. So if you're not already subscribed to KrissBeauty, go ahead and click that red subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and let's get started. Alright you guys, so I have a bare face, which is sort of rare because I either like to start off with the face or the eyes, or at least my eyebrows are on, girl. But we're just going fully in today. I do have a few samples that I wanted to try from my October Birchbox that I received like a week ago. I did receive 2 Birchboxes because there was like this promo thing happening. This is the first time that I'm doing Birchbox, which again, this won't be like a review of it. I solely want to focus on the creativity side. But I am going to be using samples from both of these Birchboxes. Now, this is $15 and it usually comes with one, but there was a promo code happening, which is why I decided to sign up. I don't know if I'm going to keep the actual subscription, but it was fun buying it and receiving 2 boxes for the price of one, which is $15. So I'm going to have some fun with this. Now, there's some hair care stuff in there and there's some skincare. There's a whole bunch of different things. So I specifically picked out the skincare stuff so I can go ahead and get started on the face and prep the face. So I'm going to be using this Kiehl's Glow Formula Skin Hydrator. It's supposed to be like a little moisturizer. Again, I have nothing on my face. It is super early. I am super tired. I did use this yesterday and it did feel really nice, and I ended up going to sleep with these products on my face. This feels really silky and smooth, and I definitely need the hydration because I have some cystic acne. You know what I'm saying? That PMS is really getting to your girl, and my eczema has just been out of control. So if you see some patches, that's because she moved on down, girl. She is now on the neck area. She's just having herself a good old time. All right, and then now I want to move on to this serum from CEO Glow. This is a vitamin C and turmeric face oil. So I'm going to be using this as like an extra layer of hydration. It comes in this little tube, and I'm just gonna put a few drops. Now this one doesn't smell as good as the Kiehl's moisturizer. This is more of like that naturally sort of smell, like a herbal type of smell. The Kiehl's is more like orangey scented, which I really like. Okay, now I'm gonna apply this lip oil from Model Co. I've never used this brand or the CEO Glow brand, so I'm gonna use this Model Co lip oil, and it smells like really good. Like, it's not goopy, it's not like tacky, it's really nice. And by the way, you guys, how are you guys feeling the holiday background? We got a little lights going. I'm gonna build upon that as Christmas gets closer. Just for like extra hydration, I am gonna use my usual Nivea cream. This is what I use to moisturize with every single day, and I'm just adding that right on top of everything else. Alright you guys, so my last like skincare or like face product that I want to put on is this primer from, I believe this is called Ipkin. I don't know if this is pronounced Ipkin, but it is a radiant cream primer with broad spectrum SPF 15, which is really good for the skin. So I'm gonna make sure that I apply this. I do want to start with my eyes today. I don't really know if I want to apply the primer right this second though, so I am going to just begin with the eyes. So I'm letting this moisturizer just sit on my face. As for the eyes today, we're going to be using 2 different palettes. I'm mainly going to be using the Morphe 350M palette. Now this is an all matte palette. It's a very warm tone palette, and it has a lot of brown, it has missing pans, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to be using the Weekend Festival palette from BH Cosmetics. I am obsessed with both of these palettes, like a lot. As far as the eyes, I think I want to do something like cut crease, sort of winged out, lashes, sparkle, gold, bronzy sort of vibes. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime the eyes. And of course I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I use this in every single video. Well, lately I have. Alright guys, so I brought you on in closer. I am going to begin the eyes. It feels kind of weird to start with the eyes lately because I have been doing my face first and really taking time and meticulously placing product on top of product and just being very like choochy. I want to make sure that I take my time today. I want the glam to be completely flawless and holiday-esque and just seamless. So I am going to start off with the eyes. They're primed. I am going to begin with the Morphe 350M palette, and to begin I'm going to be using the Morphe M433 brush. This is like that fluffy sort of precise brush, but not really. It's more on the fluffy side, and I'm going to begin with this shade right here. This is like that warm brown, but it's a little bit neutral. And I'm gonna begin building this in the crease. Alright, so I went ahead and I built that up in the crease. This is our transition-y shade, so it's not too vibrant, it's not too crazy. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit more so you can get a little bit, so you can really see the tea. So now I do want to build upon that. I'm gonna take more of a deeper tone, and I'm gonna use this shade right here. It's like an orangey sort of burnt brown. Okay, so the eyes are looking like this. I definitely want to keep it like this for now until I start to really clean things up. I am, however, going to take a cleaner fluffy brush. This is the P20 from Wet n Wild. It is a really nice fluffy brush, and I want to begin to disperse this closer to the brow. And I'm sort of wiping as I go along. Alright, so now I'm taking a more precise brush. This is the P15 from Wet n Wild as well. And I'm going to go into this warmer brown in the 350M palette. So I went ahead and I built that up in the crease. It's looking a little crazy right now, but that is a-okay because we're gonna cut the crease and sort of fix it up, and it's going where we want to, okay? That's all that matters. So I'm taking this Morphe M421 brush. This is a small flat concealer brush. I've used this 1,000 times on my channel. So I'm gonna be taking my Wet n Wild concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna begin to clean this up. Okay, so this is what the cut crease looks like on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side really quickly. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I cut the other crease off of camera. So I definitely want to take that Morphe brush and that precise brush from Wet n Wild, and I want to keep building. So I am gonna go into Escape in the Weekend Festival palette, and it is a more of a burnt shade. Okay, so instead of the Morphe fluffy brush, I am gonna take an angled brush, and this is a clean angled brush, and I'm gonna begin to start blending. Alright, so let's move things right along. I'm going to place sort of like a light matte shade down on my actual lid. I'm going to be taking a bigger concealer brush, and I'm going to go into this light shade in this Morphe palette. So I think this is pretty much what I want to do on the eyes just for right now. So I do want to move on to the face really quickly. I'm going to apply that primer so it can sort of soak into the skin. It definitely smells like SPF is in there, so I'm just going to apply this to the face. I usually use hydrating primers. I'm not really sure how hydrating this is, but it definitely has a nice sheen to it. I'm gonna quickly put on my foundation off of camera, and then I'll come back to do concealer and do the rest of the face. Okay guys, so I apply foundation with my e.l.f. sponge. I use the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm definitely liking how it's sitting on the skin. I think the layering of the moisturizers and the serums really helped. My face is not set, so I am going to begin to add some concealer. All right, we look like a highlighted queen. I like to let that sit just so it can build the coverage. By the way, in the foundation I use the shade 205 Natural Beige. I thought I was using sand this whole time. All right, and then I don't know if I mentioned in the concealer, I am using the shade Light Honey. So I do pack on the concealer because the shade of foundation is a little bit darker for me. I haven't really been doing cream contour lately because I don't really see the point in it. So I'm not gonna cream contour today. I'm gonna quickly buff out the forehead area. I'm gonna take the Morphe palette again, and I'm gonna dip back into that brown shade that I used earlier. Alright, so I went ahead and I smoked out my lash line. I am gonna add a little bit of eyeliner, but I do want to buff out this concealer first. Alright, 500 years later, I'm finally ready to put some blush on. I clearly set my face. I'm letting that sit for a little bit. I also bronzed my face. So I'm taking the Morphe 8W blush palette. I'm gonna go ahead with Goals and Unapologetic. I do want to keep this sort of bronzy, but still cute. At this point, I'm going to quickly do my brows off of camera, and I'm also going to apply some lashes, so I will be right back. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and did my brows off of camera. I applied my lashes. They're still drying, so they still look a little wonky, so don't mind them. And I'm going to go into a dark chocolate shade in the Morphe 350M palette, and I'm just going to put this right in my waterline. Okay, and now I'm gonna take that Morphe M433 brush again, and I'm gonna go back into these two shades right here, and I'm gonna use that to smoke out my lower lash line. While I'm continuing to wait for the lashes to dry, and before I apply mascara, I am going to highlight the face and the inner corner. I'm actually gonna go into the Weekend Festival palette. I'm gonna take Trixie and Euphoria, which are both two really nice golds. Now I'm gonna add some mascara. Now I do have these two samples from the Birchboxes. So one of them is called Wander Beauty, and it's the Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara, and this one is called Lash Alert Mascara from Ico London. I think I'm just gonna go with this one right here, and this is what it looks like. It looks really nice. I'm going to be using two NYX products. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Abu Dhabi. It's a beautiful brown, a warm brown shade. And then to top it off, I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. So it's like a pinky sort of shade. Alright you guys, and this is the final look. I went ahead and I sprayed my face down with setting spray. Things are looking really nice, really glowy. This is your subtle but not so subtle go sit in the living room Thanksgiving look. I think it's a really glam, beautiful holiday look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you did, stay tuned for more because we have a bunch of episodes, especially for the month of December. We're going to be doing a bunch of glitter glam and subtle glam and red lips and not so red lips, and I'm so excited. So I hope you guys truly enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below what look you want to see next. I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.